Today the topic of our lesson is class reading. We'll read a sound story today. Learning objectives of the lesson. All learners will be able to develop fluency and new vocabulary, to read and discuss the text, to develop writing skills. Most learners will be able to express their ideas in English with support, apply new vocabulary. Some learners will be able to express their ideas in English without support, ask and answer the questions. Content focus. Learning how to look after the environment and understanding how human actions can affect natural habitats. Communication. Sharing ideas, group reading, suggestion, solutions. Cognition. Creative thinking, predicting, identifying problems, reasoning. Learn about the environment. Plants and animals live in habitats where they are best adapted to survive. It is important for pupils to learn that their behavior can affect animals. Now look at the pictures. What is it? Yes, you're right, this is a park. What can you find around the park? Animals, insects, birds, plants, trees, flowers, bushes, seeds. Let's divide the class into two teams. Team 1 says 3 good things children can do when they go to the park. Walk, play, have picnics, fly kites, etc. Team 2 says 3 bad things. Drop rubbish, draw on seats, let their dogs run everywhere. Now we are going to listen to a story. Before it, listen and repeat the words from the text. Animal, bean, bird, bush, habitat, insect, noise, park, plant, rubbish, dangerous, frightened, noisy, safe, herd. Look at the definitions. Habitat, a place where animals live. Solution, the answer to a problem. Hurt, to do physical pain. Look at the pictures and guess the meaning. Grass, teenagers, metal cans, wooden sign. Let's play a game. Mime one word from this list. Others should guess. Listen, I will read the first 2 paragraphs of the story. Paragraph 1. Once there was a beautiful park near a town. Lots of animals lived in the park. They were happy in their habitat. Birds sang, insects buzzed, and ducks and fish swam around the pond. Paragraph 2. One day, a group of noisy teenagers came to the park on their bikes. Their mobile phones were ringing and they were shouting. "Let's eat here," said one of them. After eating and drinking, they threw stones and dropped their empty bottles and plastic bags onto the grass. The animals hid and the birds flew away. Answer my question. What is the problem? Yes, the teenagers are noisy. They frightened the animals. They drop rubbish. Now I am going to read paragraph 3. Listen. After the teenagers went home, the animals slowly came back. Some ducks hurt their feet on the metal cans. Some insects flew into the plastic bags, and some birds hurt their wings on the glass bottles. Some animals left the park. It was very, very quiet. What is the problem now? Yes, you're right. The animals are hurt. Now think in pairs of the possible solutions to the problem. Share your ideas with the class. One pair solution, one pair, one solution. Take worksheets, read the rest of the story, paragraph 4 and 5. What is the solution? Yes, you are right. The teenagers changed their behavior and the animals returned to their habitat. Was it a good solution and why? It is a good solution because we should protect animals. Paragraph 4. People who lived near the park were sad because it looked so dirty. They decided to do something. They helped clean the park and take the rubbish away. The people put 3 rubbish bins around the park and they put up a big wooden sign. It said, "Animals live here. Look after their habitat." Paragraph 5. By summer, the park was clean again. Birds sang, ducks quacked, insects buzzed, and fish swam around the pond. A group of teenagers came back to visit the park. They read the sign and began to think about the animals that lived there. So they stopped throwing stones and put their rubbish in the bins. They switched their phones off, sat down and watched the birds and insects moving around the park. It was amazing. Now another task, scan and erase reading. Pupil 1 should read question. Pupil 2 should run to board, find answer, run back and dictate the answer. Pupil 1 should write the answer. The first question is, who lived in the park? And there are 4 answers and you should find one correct answer. Lots of insects lived in the park. Lots of animals lived in the park. Lots of ducks lived in the park. Lots of people lived in the park. What did ducks hurt? There are 4 answers again. The ducks hurt their feet. The ducks hurt their wings. The ducks hurt their eyes. And the ducks hurt their legs. Choose the right answer. Another question, when was the park clean again? The park was clean by spring. The park was clean by summer. The park was clean by autumn. The park was clean by the winter holidays. What did people put around the park? People put a big wooden sign. People put a rubbish bin. People put 3 rubbish bins. People took the rubbish away. What teenagers were doing in the park? There are 4 answers and choose the right answer. They were singing, they were swimming, they were shouting, and they were dancing. What did people stop doing? People stopped smoking, people stopped shouting, people stopped throwing stones, people stopped putting their rubbish in the bins. Now I want you to work in groups of 5. I'll give you for each of you number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And please sit in circles. Pupil 1, you should read paragraph 1. Pupil 2, you should read paragraph 2. And etc. The other pupils in the group add appropriate background sounds where there is a star in the story. Teacher gives 1 minute to practice, then asks groups to read their sound story for the rest of the class. Group 1, please think of different musical instruments. For example, drum, flute, violin, trumpet, and decide which ones could represent the sounds in the story. Group 2, record your stories using your voices or other materials to make the sounds more effective. Now, at the end of the story, I want you to draw the park. What were your favorite sounds? Please tell me. These are resources of my lesson. And on this site you can find this lesson. Thank you very much. Goodbye.